Today we've published the first Africa Waste Management Outlook, and I think it was really important for us to publish it on World Environment Day, because the report for the first time actually starts to unpack the state of waste on the continent, and it starts to describe visually, as well as in terms of scientific evidence and research, the impact that waste is having on the continent and the cost of inaction. And I think it's disheartening to see that more than 90% of waste that we generate in Africa is disposed of through uncontrolled dumping or controlled dumping. We see the leakage of waste into the environment, which manifests in terms of marine litter, it manifests in terms of pollution, and we know the link that that has with disease.
We are also doing this launch during a period of time when over 24 African countries have actually signed up or taken up measures to ban plastics in Africa. And 58% of those African countries have actually done it within the last 3 years. So we are also doing it during a period where there's a lot of surge towards addressing the waste management problem across the world. This outlook provides regional information, including trends and challenges and insights, which can be used by both the public and the private sector to support evidence-based decision-making. While reliable and comprehensive waste data remains a challenge for all African countries, the Africa Waste Management Outlook provides a snapshot of the state of solid waste management on the entire continent and a call for action. As Africa, we are set to undergo major social and economic transformations over the next century as our population will explode, cities will urbanize, and consumer purchasing habits will change. This is expected to lead to exponential growth in waste generation, which will be considered strain on already constrained public and private sector waste services and infrastructure. Municipal solid waste generation in Africa is expected to reach 244 million tons by 2025, and nearly double that generated in 2012. The rate of growth in waste generation in Africa is expected to be so significant that any increase in waste generation expected in other regions globally will be overshadowed by Africa. The current waste management practices in Africa are causing economic, social, and environmental impacts. The cost of inaction is significant. There is an urgent need for us in the African countries to address the current waste management challenges and to prepare ourselves for the expected growth in waste generation in the coming century. This will require social and technological innovation and investment in services and infrastructure in waste recycling and recovery sectors. The African Waste Management Outlook sets a vision for Africa. It states that extending regular and reliable waste collection services to all, with safe disposal of residual waste to sanitary engineered landfills, while maximizing the recovery of secondary resources from these waste streams through social and technological innovations are appropriate for Africa. We have the vision from the African Union, we have the vision from the Outlook, but where are we now? There is lots to do to get us from the state of waste today to the vision. There are huge untapped opportunities on the African continent. By changing our paradigm around waste and addressing the poor state of waste management systems, we would be able to unlock in excess of $8 billion investment opportunities. This would be an invaluable, safe, and unsustainable injection of resources and value back into the economy of our continent. We hope that the Africa Waste Management Outlook will inform and inspire decision makers around the continent and help improve regional cooperation and circular economic approaches to better protect people and preserve the environment.
We need to shift towards a more resource-efficient economy across the continent. However, this cannot be done unless we have very good data collection, data analytics, and data visualization. But we need this data to be translated into usable information for people who have to base decisions upon them.
And so we've also captured in the Outlook some of the incredible social and technological innovations that have emerged across the continent in the last few years to deal with waste. From small-scale decentralized activities all the way up to large capital technology investment. And so the final conclusion that we leave readers in the Outlook is a vision for Africa, which really supports the vision of the African Union of diverting waste away from landfill and unlocking these opportunities of waste. And so what we're saying in terms of what needs to be done moving forward, it's to bring waste under control, and it's to unlock the opportunities of waste as resource. And we hope that presenting this to the continent will help to mobilize the resources, the investment, the political will and support that we need to change the way that waste is managed on the continent.